I want to give a huge thanks to PTCGO Store for sponsoring the channel. PTCGO Store is a great site where you can get online Pokemon trading card game codes for some of the best prices. Now able to order Sword and Shield Rebel Clash codes. Be sure to use code CHIP5 at checkout in order to get 5% off your order, or click the link in my description down below. Once again, that is code CHIP5 to get yourself 5% off your order. Thanks, PTCGO Store. What is going on, guys? Chip here. Welcome back to another Pokemon TCG online video, where today we are going to be taking a look at a deck that I've gotten a lot of requests for on my live stream recently, and that is Psyduck Salazzle. So this is a deck that's kind of gained a lot of popularity the last few days. A lot of players have been talking about it. You've probably hit one or two on the ladder at this point. It's kind of a interesting deck. I just want to explain the purpose of it and show you guys a gameplay with it so you can kind of get a grasp for how it works and really what this deck does. So the idea here is to set up the unknown hand combo here. Once during your turn, before you attack, if this Pokemon is your active Pokemon and you have 35 or more cards in your hand, you may use this ability. If you do, you win the game. So the idea is to try to get to that 35 cards with unknown in the active, and boom, use that ability, get that nice little custom victory screen that you get. Fun fact, if you win by utilizing one of the unknowns on PTCGO, either unknown hand, unknown damage, or unknown missing, you get a really cool little victory screen that spells out victory in the unknown text, which is really cool. And your opponent sees an unknown defeat text as well, making a little bit more salt in the wound, a little more insult to injury. So this combo is really difficult to pull off in the format because of how heavily played cards like Marnie and Reset Stamp are. Those reset our hand, and the idea is that we use the time that we have to build up a very large hand, and we can't do that with Unknown Hand. Or we can't do that with Marnie and Stamp being so big, but that's where the headache comes in. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent can't play any trainer cards from their hand during their next turn, meaning they cannot Marnie you, they cannot Reset Stamp you, and you get to keep your 15, 20 plus card hand. So the idea is that we're going to use Psyduck while we're using Salazzle's Roast Reveal. Once during your turn, before you attack, you may discard a Fire Energy card from your hand. If you do, draw 3 cards. So we're using this to draw us cards. We're using Dance of Tribute here. Whenever our Psyducks inevitably do get knocked out, we get to use Dance of Tribute to draw 3 cards. Once during your turn, if any of your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn, you may draw 3 cards. You can't use more than 1 Dance of Tribute ability each turn. We've also got the Umbreon and Darkrai-GX in here for the Dark Moon GX. Your opponent can't play any trainer cards from their hand during their next turn, so this is kind of just the headache without having to use Will, which we'll talk about here in just a little bit. But that's how we guarantee the coin flip for Psyduck, is by using Will so we can flip heads. But Umbreon and Darkrai kind of can let us just come in. Maybe our opponent's at 1 prize. We need just one more turn to get there to get the full combo set up. We can come in Dark Moon, make it really difficult since this thing has so much HP, they can't knock it out. And then thanks to Recycle Energy being attached, we can just attach 1 more fire. Having a 2 retreat cost, we can hard retreat it into the unknown. So the rest of our deck is going to be just consistency plus cards that add cards to our hand. So we've got the Fire Crystals, which let us get back the Fire Energies that we're going to be discarding with Salazzle. We've got Fisherman, which also lets us get back energies. So it adds, so anytime we play Fisherman to get back 4 cards, it's plus 3 cards to our hand. Anytime we play Fire Crystal to get back the full 3 Fire Energies, it's plus 2 cards to our hand because we're trading 1 Fire Crystal for 3 more cards. So we are just plussing 2 cards to our hand is kind of the way to think about it. Same way when you use Roast Reveal, you're discarding an energy, you're adding 3 cards to your hand, so you're plussing 2 cards every single time you utilize it. That's kind of a way you can keep track of things. We utilize Scoop Up Net here as well so that we can pick up our Salazzles at the end of the game, because every time we play a Scoop Up Net, that's plus 1 more card into our hand, and it's also a way we can pick up Psyduck, potentially even to get Unknown active for that hand combo. 4 Elms, for Professor Oak's setup. We really just want to get these guys in play as quickly as possible. The Oak setup is the reason I'm playing the one Psychic Salandit, so we could go, you know, Oaks for a Salandit, a Salazzle, and a Psyduck. Sometimes you want to Oaks down the Oricorio as well, which means, of course, you can't get Salandit, but that's okay. And, yeah, there's the list. Let me know what you guys think of this deck. It's definitely very interesting, super crazy, and please enjoy the game. Alright, Salazzle Duck going up against Rakesai 1070. And we will see what we are up against, see who indeed wins the flip. They're going to go ahead and choose who's going first, and choose to go first. I've kind of been liking going second with this deck. Like, I still choose first, because if we get down a Salazzle, we can, you know, a Salandit, we can start, you know, using Salazzle Roast Reveal right away. But going second still feels good because we can play a supporter. Not with a hand like this, though. We are going to need a little help here, I think. They're going to go ahead and Quick Ball, ditching the Shrine of Punishments. And it's going to be a Galarian Zigzagoon. Oh, is this an Obstagoon deck? Okay. It could be. I guess it could be Dragapult 2. I'll be a little surprised to see a Dragapult playing a Shrine, but not the most unreasonable thing in the world. There's a communication that's making me lean more towards the Goons. The whole Goon squad. So far we just have Goon Jr., and now Goon Jr.'s gotten an energy, so even more Goons. Alright, we'll go ahead and go like this. And we'll see if we can hit a heads on a Headache here. Slow them down a little bit, prevent this Jirachi from moving. Nice! That's perfect. So they can scoop up, or they can Stellar Wish, but they won't be able to scoop up Net. And since they stayed asleep, they cannot retreat Jirachi either. Even if they could have retreated Jirachi, they couldn't be attacking here, I guess. So that's pretty good for us regardless. And hopefully this will buy us the time we need to get into a Salazzle, to get into a Elms, to at least get some more Pokemon in play out of the deck. Or an Oak. Or Salazzle. Will. I'm not really even super worried about them knocking us out, though, even if we flip Tails. So I want to save the Wills, and we actually just flip Heads, so I'll take it, for sure. You know, easy game when you just flip Heads, right, guys? Another Goon. Ooh, yeah, gonna target down that Ditto pretty quickly. And Obstagoon's ability would knock it out. There's Scoop Up Net, so they could move Jirachi next turn if we didn't, you know, continue to Headache. Maybe we'll just eventually knock out Jirachi and take a Salazzle out of the prizes. Maybe that's the move. Okay, that's good. Set up for this and this. And this is why we play the Psychic Salandit for these instances exactly. Ooh. No, we want you. Yeah, we want you. I wish I didn't have to bench the Oricorio. I wish I could just put it in hand, but we'll just go that route. Low-key, I kind of do want to get knocked out here, honestly. As long as they're not going Great Catcher Oricorio. Some Goons do play a Great Catcher. The list I've been using most recently plays a Boss's Orders instead, but they're not playing quite the traditional list, as we see there. Shrine of Punishment, 2 Shrine of Punishments. The list I played most recently did play 1 Shrine, but they've got 2. So we want to find our Heat Factory so that Oricorio doesn't just go down eventually. Okay. Yep, there goes Jirachi. Oh, they're going to go ahead and Stellar Wish again, so they must have another Scoop Up Net, maybe a Switch. Got something in their hands that's going to let them get some movement. Gonna go ahead and just re-bench Jirachi. Okay. There's the Scoop Up Net. There's Jirachi. I mean, once we get up and running, we do draw just like so many cards every turn between Oricorio and having 2 to 3 plus Salazzles in play. But it's just getting to that point is a little tough. There's the Shrine. And it's going to be a Cynthia. Okay, they could not attack us here. Like I said, I really wouldn't mind going down, though. Because then we get to activate Oricorio's Dance of Tribute to draw some extra cards. We're just going to Headache. Tails. We could have gone for the Will, and maybe we should have just gone for the Will. But like I said, low-key, I want them to knock this out. And the way they do that is by playing items, using Rare Candy, using Switch, using Scoop Up Net, whatever piece they might need. So we'll see if that is what happens or not. Research, okay? We have played 1 card to the discard this game. Great start. I'm keeping the Fire Energy around, not attaching it to Psyduck, because if we top deck into Salazzle, or at this point Communication, we have an energy in hand in order to discard it. So there's the other Zigzagoon coming down. Gonna just go ahead and stack up the damage on Oricorio. Really wouldn't mind finding Heat Factory. And a reset stamp. Okay. Kind of okay with that. Obviously, it ends up giving us a Salazzle, so that's pretty good. I don't know if the reset stamp was necessary. Could have just not played it. But let's see if they get the Obstagoon. The Shout of Power to knock out Ditto. That looks like it is what is going to happen here. Almost certainly. Rare Candy. Yeah. Or sorry, Untamed Shout, not Shout of Power. Where did Shout of Power come from? That's something. Maybe that's its ability in the game. Alright, so Dance of Tribute does activate now. That's good. Scoop Up Net, yep, so they're going to just start using Obstagoon every single turn. So now the clock is kind of on at this point. Oh my goodness, do they get another Rare Candy? Or are they just holding it for now? And don't have Lanoon. Oh, they have another Rare Candy. That's good. Okay, let's see where they want to go with this. Just stack it on Oricorio, maybe? Kind of seems like that's the route they've been going. But they're going to go ahead and spread it over to Salazzle here. Or Salandit. We can evolve that. To hopefully protect it a little bit. Okay. So, not the best, but we're okay. We're okay. And that's a pretty good top deck. Cool. So I'll just go like this. And I'll go ahead and get another Salazzle out. Oh, we prized 2 Salazzles, so that's a little concerning. Start with this. Go here. Go here. Heads would be pretty nice here. We do get the Recycle Energy, which is also pretty nice. Unfortunate. But, I mean, this deck doesn't... sometimes doesn't play Marnie, and it looks like they are playing Cynthia, so that's the main thing we care about blocking with Headache. They're going to play a Dedenne, though. What are they digging for? Boss on Oricorio? That would be pretty bad. We do have Ordinary Rods, but we don't have one available right now. That can spread some damage. That can spread some damage. Oh, and they play 2 reset stamps. Wow. Was not expecting double reset stamp. Okay. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Still okay. Still not out of it. Got a few turns here. Super Scoop Up, okay. Not something you always see in Obstagoon. Definitely a little different from what I would have expected from the list. Okay. So I think we just start here. We got the Will, so that's good. Roast Reveal. Got the Heat Factory. Pretty bad for us, honestly, that we don't have our 3rd Salazzle. That's like a kind of a big deal. And we'll play Will. And use Headache. Heads. No stamp or anything for you, sir. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Oh, why do you play that? That's pretty bad. Okay. So that's way less cards we get to draw. We have to go into Darkrai Umbreon next turn. Okay, that's okay. Yep. Start here. We can still draw, like, a lot of our deck. We really need to start seeing, yes, Pal Pad, stuff like this. Put back cards. I guess I could have played Will first, but it doesn't really actually matter at this point. Go here. Here. Will. And Headache. Flip heads. I don't really think we have too much to be worried about anymore. Okay. So we send up Umbreon Darkrai. I don't even know how many cards I'm going to play next turn, but we're just going to play them all. Do we prize a lot of our, like, putback cards? We didn't prize that many. They were just at the bottom of our deck. So 2 supporters. Do both. We go here. And then we go Dark Moon GX. Yep. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 cards in hand. And I think we'll be able to get there with the attachment for turn. Let's just start with this. Go ahead and do this. Go ahead and put this down, attach, retreat, plus a card, and to get this active, Fire Crystal, 1, 2, 3, Fire Crystal, 1, 2, 3. Fisherman 4. We have a lot of cards in hand here. And yeah, that is enough right there. Hand for the victory. Perfect. Looked a little sketchy. Our start was very slow. But as you see, we were able to draw through the deck, set up the combo. We still even had Scoop Up Net, so we could have gotten even more cards into hand. And even with getting reset stamped, we were able to set that combo. Once we set up, we were able to get there in like 2 turns. So MVP, Psyduck here, only doing 40 damage, but we all know the real MVP was definitely Unknown Hand. And that's going to do it here today for the Salazzle Unknown Hand deck with the Psyduck, the star of the show. You guys all know you're here for the Psyduck, of course. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate the support. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed. Definitely be sure to check out my Twitch stream. I've been streaming a ton over on twitch.tv/trainerchip, grinding for the Players Cup. It would mean a lot to me if you guys would come check the stream out. And that's all I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think of the deck down in the comments below. Try it out yourself and tell me if you get any nice little unknown victory screens like I got in the video today. Thank you guys for watching. That's going to do it for me. I'm going to get out of here, and until next time, guys, take care.